And Bulelani says that he does enough of that. So I'm trying to add value today, and I'd rather do it very short and do Q&A than me just standing up here and speaking. So just to give you some sort of reason why maybe this is where I will be maybe a little bit overconfident or arrogant, just to tell you a bit about what I do and where I come from. So Allon Raiz, which is the largest private business incubator on the African continent. We support right now over 500 businesses across South Africa and Angola, and we're moving to Rwanda, Uganda, and various other countries. And what happened with me when I was a young man is that I landed up on this, I'm from Durban, and I landed up on the streets there, and a dollar billionaire gave me a handout when I was 23 years old. He found me at a shop. I turned this business around. He found me at a shop selling clothing, and he backed me. And I failed. And he backed me again. And my whole life's purpose is to give other people the same chance that happened to me. Is that there was one man who believed in me even when I failed. And so that is, what is that about somebody standing up again and again? What is this entrepreneurship thing? Now, everyone who talks about entrepreneurship will tell you entrepreneurship's something you're born an entrepreneur, and the people who are going to tell you that you're born an entrepreneur are all the entrepreneurs. So, how many entrepreneurs in the room? Put up your hands. Okay. Right, and what do you think? They're born or they're made? Yeah.
I think they're made.
They're made, okay. And what do you think?
It can be a learned skill over time.
Learned skill, so they're made, okay? And some people think that they're born, and some people think that they are made. And depending where you come from, you're going to say what you think it is. But then a piece of research came out of the US about 8 years ago, which showed that the most successful first-time entrepreneurs, never been an entrepreneur before, were 60 years and older. They were 60 when they first started a business, and they had the lowest failure rate. Now, if you think about that piece of research, what that does is it breaks the question of are they born or are they made? Because if you're 60, you weren't born an entrepreneur, and if you're working in a corporate the whole life, you weren't made an entrepreneur. So what is it? It breaks the question. So what is it that makes the 60-year-olds the most successful echelon, the most successful type of entrepreneur? And so that got me thinking. So let me give you a hypothesis. This is not by any means they're definitive, because there's no such thing as an entrepreneur. When you read all the books on entrepreneurship, you'll see that there's no such thing as an entrepreneur. You cannot say, they call it the psychological typology of an entrepreneur. You can't say that if you are extrovert, if you are this, if you are that, therefore you are an entrepreneur. Because entrepreneurs are tall, they're short, they're extrovert, they're introvert, they'd get nervous up here, they'd be confident up here, they'd be all sorts of things. So you cannot, I don't want anyone to think that if you don't have any of these characteristics, therefore you aren't. Entrepreneurs precipitate, and there are 5 conditions that every single one of you that's put up your hand when you said you're an entrepreneur have to have had. So number 1 is every single entrepreneur has had either a crisis or an opportunity. They've seen an opportunity or a crisis happen in their life. Every single one of you, I don't know you, everyone who put up your hand that said you were an entrepreneur either saw an opportunity, okay, or there was a crisis in your life. You lost your job, you moved, you got divorced, something happened in your life, and that precipitates entrepreneurship. The second thing is a tolerance for risk. Okay, who's the youngest person in this room? Okay. Okay, who's 20? You're 20. 20 years old. 19. Who's young? Are you 19? No, you're not. Who's 20? Who's 20? 17. You're 17. Okay, you married? Huh? Grade 12. So you're not married? Okay. Alright, I want somebody out of school. So just 1 year out of school at least. Okay.
I can be your guy.
You're going to be, you be my guy.
15.
You'll be whatever age. No, you stay there, stay there. What's your name? What's your name?
Martin.
Mate.
Yeah.
So Mate, so are you married?
No.
No, you got kids?
No.
How old are you?
Have you got a house? Have you got a house that's bonded by Standard Bank or Netbank or?
If I say yes, will it help?
No. Just tell the truth. No. Okay. So when Mate gets an opportunity and I get an opportunity, who's more likely to take up that opportunity? Me, who's 48, a house which belongs to the bank, okay? 2 kids in private school, okay? And a car that belongs to the bank. So I am encumbered. I have got a low risk profile. Who's going to take that opportunity? Mate, if we are the same type of people, who's more likely to take up that opportunity? Him. Because there's a bell curve in terms of risk. Now think about those 60-year-olds. The kids are out of home. They've probably got downgraded and they've paid off all their debts, and they are more likely to take risk than the 30-year-old. So when we talk about becoming an entrepreneur, what precipitates is your risk profile at the time. Mate is far more likely to take that opportunity than me. Tolerance for pain. Mate, can you take pain? Like that, you always do something. Can you take the criticism always? Every time you try and sell something, there's some guy standing up in front of a microphone telling you do this and you do that. Okay. What you find with entrepreneurs is all successful entrepreneurs have a tolerance for pain, tolerance for critique, a tolerance for being told no. They will be told no all the time. When they go out with their product and they go, this is my Morfire, they will be told that is this and that is that, and they will stand up again and again and again and again. That's that blue heart that I'm talking about. So I'm talking now about opportunity, tolerance for risk, and tolerance for pain. Now number 4.